Okay, so here's the deal. Whenever I get out of an Uber, I just don't like open the door and jump out. I don't do that.
What do you do?
Well, it's like if
Lay
it's
down, take a nap?
no, I actually feel around to make sure that I haven't left anything.
Okay, that's smart.
And then if it's dark, then I'll actually turn on my phone's flashlight and then take a look around. Because, once they drive off.
Yeah, they're gone.
It's it.
It's like they disappear. It's like a ghost car.
So Uber came out with their annual lost and found list. Things that people have left in an Uber that have been unbelievable.
You got to think the number one thing is cell phones.
Exactly. Over 1 million.
1 million phones?
Yes.
Apple's just licking their chops.
Yeah, and they have a solution to this. I'm going to tell you more about that in a second. But first, here are some other things that were left in an Uber. My favorite, an ankle bracelet.
Like the jewelry or one of the ones the cops give you?
The cops give you. He's got the Uber. And you just figure out, I'm going to take this sucker off right now. Dentures.
Ooh, that's very important.
20 pounds of duck sausage.
That's a lot of sausage.
That's a lot of sausage.
Of any kind of sausage. But then duck is even more specific.
Live butterflies.
Oh, no. You forgot your life. They're not going to be live for very long.
No, it's not.
If you were an Uber driver and you look back and you see live butterflies, do you just chuck it out the window and carry on with your life?
Well, I would want to set them free.
I don't want a responsibility of live butterflies.
Oh, okay. My favorite one. Somebody left a dishwasher.
How?
Like a desk, or like a tabletop dishwasher. Not one of those big ones, but just a dishwasher.
Oh, I didn't even know there was a tabletop dishwasher.
There is, like for apartments.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but think about that. How do you not notice, like, you got in the car with a 50-pound dishwasher?
I got in the car with this huge heavy box, and now that bird's been lifted. Maybe they didn't want to throw it, didn't know where to throw it away. So they're like, I'll just take an Uber and leave it there.
You know what? You could do that in New York. That would be the best way.
Someone else's problem.
And so Uber has a new way for you to get your stuff back. We're going to talk about that, as well as I want you to think about what are the top cities where people leave the weirdest things? What are the top cities?
Okay.
And before we get to all that, I'd like to thank Carbonite for helping to make this show possible. I mean, think about all the irreplaceable moments on your computer, your kids' photos, you have important records, just years and years of work and so many memories. Now, if your computer crashed today, how much would you lose? Yeah, a lot. It happens every single day. And let me tell you, it is just completely preventable. That's why I use and recommend Carbonite. It's my number one choice for cloud backup. And Carbonite gives you unlimited automatic protection for just everything that matters. It quietly backs up all your photos, your documents, all your important stuff in the background, safely, privately. And what's really awesome is just a click away on your computer or mobile app. So Carbonite is truly the ultimate backup plan. It protects you from the unexpected, accidental deletions, hard drive crashes, fires, floods, and even that coffee spill on your laptop. And if something does happen, hey, you don't have to freak out about it. You just log in, restore everything with just one click, even on a brand new computer. Right now, of course, as a Kim Komando show listener and viewer, you're going to get 50% off at carbonite.com/Kim. That's carbonite.com/Kim. Live a better digital life with Carbonite. Okay, so what is America's most forgetful city?
San Francisco, because it's Uber, and a lot of people Uber in San Francisco. It's not a lot of driving.
No.
New York?
Yes.
Well, that was too easy of an answer.
And then comes Miami, and then comes Chicago.
Okay.
So the Uber has a brand new feature. So let's say you do forget something in the Uber car.
Right.
Is that you can message Uber, they will message the driver, and then when it's convenient for the driver, he or she will like drive around and then drop off whatever you left.
And I'm sure I'm going to have to pay for that.
Of course you're going to have to pay for it. That is. And whoever left the dishwasher behind, you know what? They wanted a clean getaway.
I could have predicted that's what you were going to say.
Oh, because after all, would you expect no less? It's Kim Komando, and I'm the Kim Komando Show, and joining me is Andrew Babinski.
Hi, Kim.
And let me tell you, there's so much going on in the tech space. We're going to start with SpaceX. I am so excited for this. I just signed the paper today.
Sign what paper?
The paperwork. You know what? You don't want to rely on me for stock advice.
Okay.
Because I am still holding hope against hope that someday GoPro is going to make it.
Yeah, I saw that it went up like 400%. It's now up to 50 cents a stock.
Is it really? I didn't know that.
No, I'm joking.
I was
trying to make you feel
I was
good.
like, what happened? I missed it. Should I cash out?
Yeah.
So SpaceX is going public. A $1.75 trillion valuation.
And you got in on the IPO? Is that what paperwork you signed?
Yeah, but I'm not the only one who can do this. You can get on it too.
Okay.
You don't need to have like all this money to do it either. It's going to be listed on the NASDAQ SPCX. The price June 11th is going to start at $135 per share.
I'm not huge in the stock market, but that seems very high for an IPO.
Well, I don't know, because they've got so much going on.
Right.
And so really, I think what's going to happen is that it's going to go out, it's going to go up really high, really fast, and then probably settle back down.
Right. That's what happens with every IPO.
So if you are with Robinhood, Fidelity, or Schwab, what I really like is that a lot of these IPOs, especially when we start talking about tech companies, is like, you were so right. You can't buy the shares. But with SpaceX, they have reserved 30% for the average person.
Okay.
So 30% of the shares are available to purchase.
What's it feel like to be an average person?
I love being average. It kind of is the reason why I go to a health club and swipe, because it makes me feel normal.
Here's one question. Normal. Are you worried, though, that the head of this company is this volatile person that can go out there and dump the price of the stock by 2 tweets?
Elon Musk, yes, controls 85%.
Correct.
I think we've all gotten used to him.
Okay.
You know,
But has the stock market gotten used to him?
I think because of what he can do and what he has done.
Because, okay, there was this like, I want to say 4 years ago, maybe 3.5 to 4 years ago, I saw an interview with a technology guy, and he was like, listen, the future of automobiles, there's going to be Toyotas and Teslas and whatever China makes. And that's it. And I thought that was interesting. So I went and I bought some Tesla stock. And then Elon Musk went out and said a bunch of crap, and that Tesla stock went in the garbage. Are you not worried about that with SpaceX?
I think he's matured.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I mean, you know, okay, I know there's still the fart sound in the Tesla.
Okay.
But Anthropic is also going public, makers of Claude.
Did you get in on that one as well?
No, it just has filed for an IPO. And I will buy it too.
Okay.
I will. $965 billion.
That's a lot of money.
I mean, think about this.
That's almost $1 trillion company, and they're not even public.
And meanwhile, Google's sitting there saying like, hey, what about us? They're raising $80 billion.
For what?
They say it's going to go straight into their AI infrastructure.
Oh, okay. Not to bonuses for suite level employees.
Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway, they're writing a $10 billion check
For which one?
for Alphabet.
Wow. So they're going to buy 10 billion of the 80 billion they're trying to raise?
Yes.
And Warren Buffett knows what he's doing with his money.
He said he's kind of retired, but I don't think you ever can retire.
You can't say you're retired and then you just made a $10 billion investment.
That's true.
It's not possible. That's not retired.
Okay, I'm going to play bingo now.
Right. Pickleball, buy 8% of Google. Then I'll have a dinner at 4 o'clock.
So I was driving along and I asked Siri a question about, I wanted to know what was the 10-day forecast.
Can I guess
Santa
what
Barbara.
Siri's answer was?
What?
I cannot help you with that right now, but if you want to open it in the app, I can send you a link.
No, actually, I was pleasantly surprised. And Barry was in the passenger seat. And he's like, what was that? I'm like, I don't know. So I said, Siri, give me the 10-day forecast for Santa Barbara, California. And Siri said, would you like me to use Gemini or ChatGPT for that?
Interesting.
And I said, I would like ChatGPT.
So one of the options wasn't Apple Intelligence?
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Okay. And so she went out and she got ChatGPT with the 10-day forecast. But then at the end, she had something very interesting to say. I wish I could have recorded it.
Was it an ad?
It should have been. It said, please keep in mind that ChatGPT hallucinates and it's best to check all your information.
Did it say it was going to be 36 below zero on Friday? Because that would have been a hallucination.
So, but I am one of the people who gets the iOS operating system a little bit earlier than everybody else. And so on Monday, June 8th, we have the WWDC.
the crowd goes wild.
They do that.
No, of course they do.
It has a lightning port. Yeah.
But isn't it getting mellower and mellower and mellower every year? Like the excitement has died down.
No, you still have all these Apple fanboys.
But it's
and
just the
girls.
same product, rinse and repeat. We have an iPad. This time it has one new feature. Hey, guess what? We have an iPad. This one time it has one new feature. They don't make anything new.
Well, they say that's going to focus on fixes instead of new features.
People get excited about fixes.
Okay. So Siri's going to have a brand new app on the home screen. Yes, I know. I'm pretty excited about that myself.
Awesome. Something for me to delete. I love it.
There's this guy who works for Bloomberg. We're trying to get him on the show, Mark Gurman. Anytime you want to know what's really happening with Apple, I don't know who this guy talks to, but he seems to know a lot of stuff.
Okay.
So he was reporting that Apple has pushed its iPhone connected glasses to late 2027. So the glasses that would compete with Meta's glasses.
Is it possible that they're pushing them to 2027 because no one cares about iPhone connected glasses?
Well, what they want to do is come out with the iPhone glasses that are at a reasonable price point, so maybe $300 to $500.
Okay.
But in all Apple fashion, they'll come out at $300 to $500, and they'll say, "Do you want the sides to those glasses? And would you like to have 500 gigs with those glasses?
Do you want them to work? Well, that'll be an additional $1,200.
Okay. And then don't forget, you need the case.
I don't need the case. I don't even need the glasses. I've been saying this for 10 months on this show. They are pushing these glasses. These tech companies are pushing these glasses because there's something they need. And they want us to wear these glasses all around. Nobody likes these. I've asked you multiple times, do you know anyone who uses these glasses on a daily basis?
What do you think they want?
Tracking. They want to be able, I think it's for artificial intelligence, the visual side. They want to record every single thing that you're looking at, that you're seeing inside your home, inside your work, when you go around about town. No one wants these glasses. We've been there and we've done this. Google Glass flopped. Google Glass was a punchline.
Glass holes.
Right. Why are they pushing this so hard?
Well, why do you think we're building all these data centers?
Well, that's a bit different.
I mean, it's not so that you can do a character yourself in ChatGPT.
Right, but you also don't need the consumer to buy in, hand you money to help build whatever you're trying to build.
So when we talk about Google, what comes to mind with Google? I mean, searches, artificial intelligence.
I would go search engine and maps. That would be one and two.
Ads.
Absolutely.
Okay. Mosquitoes?
What?
Yes. Google's planning to release 32 million mosquitoes in Florida and California. I'm not making this up. It's called Google's debug plan. Okay.
Well, that's the opposite of debugging.
Okay.
You're adding bugging.
They want to spread male mosquitoes carrying Wolbachia, which is a naturally occurring bacteria that makes disease-carrying Colex mosquito eggs.
Excuse me?
Non-viable.
What is happening here?
I have no idea.
I know these are all words you're saying, but when you push them together, they don't make any sense to me.
Well, it doesn't make any sense to me either. It's supposedly that you're going to have the mosquitoes sip nectar and not blood. And so we're going to have mosquitoes, but they're not going to be the one like, ow, son of a gun.
Why are they doing this? Why is Google getting in the mosquito game?
I have no idea.
Oh,
I thought it was interesting.
Are they strapping cameras onto these mosquitoes?
So it's just Florida and California right now. They're the testing grounds.
That's so weird.
Okay. Meanwhile, I don't know if you heard about this. I want you to think about how you would feel if you were on this plane.
Okay.
You're flying from Newark to Spain.
Okay. It's a long flight.
9.5 hour flight.
Yeah.
Okay. You're about halfway over the Atlantic.
Oh, that's the ocean. Yes.
And you think to yourself, oh, I think I'll have another cocktail and I'll go to sleep. Mm-hmm. But then the captain of the flight comes on and says, sorry, folks, got some bad news for you. We have to turn around and we've got to go back to Newark Airport. Because apparently there's somebody on this plane who changed their Bluetooth name to Bomb.
That's not good. Of all the words to pick, that's like the worst one.
So the flight turns around, gets back to Newark Airport, 16-year-old kid.
It was a speaker, right? It ended up being a Bluetooth speaker.
Yes, Bluetooth speaker, named it Bomb. They had to empty out the plane,
Now,
go through TSA again.
when I read the story, though, weren't they announcing whoever's got it, just tell us and we'll
Yes.
address it? We won't have to turn the plane around. And the kid would not speak up? What a jerk.
So I would be so mad.
I hope those Google mosquitoes attack this kid.
God, that speaker just synced up the
Hold
whole
on.
trip.
We're going to try this one again.
That's
Kim has a bad joke. So I'll buckle in. Now, what were you
Okay.
saying?
Are
What
you
was
ready?
this natural transition you were about to do?
Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
That speaker just synced up the whole trip.
Oh man, wasn't even worth the restart. Boy.
All right. Consumer Cellular is a great sponsor of our show, and we love them. And there's really only three major wireless networks in America. And they charge a premium. Why? Because they can. Now, the good news with Consumer Cellular, you get the same reliable 5G coverage without paying those inflated prices. And so that's more money in your pocket every single month. And when you call Consumer Cellular, you actually speak to a real human being right here in the United States. You don't have to punch a whole bunch of buttons to reach someone either. That's so frustrating. You don't have to deal with any AI chatbot loops either. You just get friendly, award-winning customer service when you need it. So you're not sacrificing coverage for service quality. You're just making a smarter choice and getting better value for your money. And right now, if you're over 50, get 2 lines of unlimited talk, text, and data for only $60 a month. Now, for a limited time, you'll also get $200 off your bill. Now, this is the best deal they've ever offered. So visit consumercellular.com/Kim. That's consumercellular.com/Kim. And you want to remember to use promo code KIM200. All right, let me tell you, I had trouble putting today's show together
Why?
because there's just so much that I want to tell people.
Okay.
There's just so much that you guys and gals, that everybody just needs to know. We're going to talk about Apple. They quietly did something that will put money in your pocket. What?
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they
I
did.
don't believe it.
I asked ChatGPT to do a whole mood board about me. It's really interesting. We're going to talk about AI brain rot. Well, you have brain rot.
That's all of it. All of AI is everything that's AI and that's put on the internet is brain rot.
No. It's not that it is brain rot that is giving you brain rot.
Well, that's not hard.
Okay. Well, I was going to say, I'm glad you did. We got that and all of your great phone calls coming up. Okay, so if you haven't already, make sure that you sign up for my free newsletter. You're going to love it. Every single day, almost 1 million folks, 5-minute read. You'll be so tech smart. You'll be the smartest person in the room. You are. GetKim.com to sign up for free. That's GetKim.com. All right, so very quietly, without any fanfare, any press release, no announcement, Apple upped their trade-in values. So if you go to apple.com/trade-in, and if you have like an old iPhone, iPad, Mac, Apple Watch.
I just did this. I traded in my son's iPad that's literally been sitting in the garage for 3 years.
How much you get?
It's $500.
That's amazing.
I almost threw it away, and it was worth $500, and it almost paid for fully for his new iPad.
But here's the thing now, what they've changed is that you don't have to buy anything automatically.
Okay.
So if you have something old that's just laying around, you're thinking to yourself, like, I just want to get it out of the garage or whatever, that you can trade it in and then you can have a credit.
They need chips. That's why they're doing this. They need chips.
I was just going to say that. They need chips. And also, they're banking on everybody wanting the new iPhone Fold.
Okay.
$2,500.
No way.
Yeah.
I'm out.
$2,500.
I'm going to need 74 iPads to trade in people.
Anyone? Cyber criminals can crack weak passwords in seconds. That's why I use and recommend NordPass. It creates super strong passwords, stores them securely, and autofills them with just one click. Hey, here's the deal. You get 52% off right now at nordpass.com/Kim. Hey, your internet provider can see a lot more about your online activities than you think. And that's why I use ExpressVPN. One tap and all my devices are protected. And right now, you get 4 extra months at expressvpn.com/Kim. That's expressvpn.com/Kim. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Let's start some phone calls.
Let's do it.
Diana in Houston, Texas, you're up first. Hello there, Diana.
Hello, how are you?
Great. What's going on?
Now when I ask ChatGPT, they're going to say I'm dirty, Diana.
All right. Just to explain what she means during the commercial break.
Just playing around on ChatGPT, and I said, I'm going to say, what's my name? And it says, I don't know your name yet. The only personal detail I have in my memory is your birth date. And it said it at such and such time in, the town. And then I was like, how did you know that? And then it said, oh, it was a personal conversation, a previous conversation, and you asked me to remember it. And I never would have put that on there.
Well, here's the deal, is that ChatGPT is good. It hallucinates, but it's not a psychic.
Yeah.
And so at some point, you either said, tomorrow's my birthday or something, or maybe you uploaded a form or you connected your medical records or something that happened.
Isn't it possible that it scraped the people sites?
It could have, but I think it's more likely that Diana, that you probably put something in there. Now, here's the deal, is that you can go and check. You go into ChatGPT settings, personalization, and then memory. And then you can look at anything that may be in there. But then again, it may not necessarily be in that memory. I mean, it's really hard to pinpoint. What you can do is tell it to forget it.
And
I did that. I put delete this memory, but I can still see it on the history. It's like everything that I've ever, silly pictures, and it's still on there because I can still see it. But I'll try that. I'll go into the settings and see if that'll wipe it out. Yeah,
that's what you want to do. You want to go into the settings, and then once again, that's settings, personalization, and then memory. And then keep in mind that you can turn off the memory entirely.
Would you recommend that?
Yeah. Well, I like it to remember things.
So do I. I don't like when it throws in references that are not necessary. Like I'll say, give me a recipe for beef stroganoff or something.
And don't say like, oh yeah, Kim is so much smarter than you.
No, it'll say, it'll give the recipe, all the instructions. And at the end, I think Amelia and Francis will really like this one. And I'm like, I don't want to be your best friend in ChatGPT. Just, I want to know how long I need to bake it for. Okay. Calm down.
Yeah. You can't use beef stroganoff as a password.
Oh, really?
It's not strong enough. Okay, I'm sorry. Whatever. Kathy in Minneapolis. Gosh, I just hate you. Well, not you, Kathy. I hate Andrew.
You can too, Kathy. Go ahead.
Hello, Kim. Hello, Andrew.
What's going on?
I want what y'all are having.
You know what? Here's the thing. We are like this all the time, every day.
Every day.
And
no, but that's a good thing because laughter is the best medicine.
Absolutely.
Although I don't like it when he makes fun of me.
And we need a lot more laughter because Kim's jokes definitely don't supply it.
I'm still getting a lot of heat online because the way that I said FLAN last show.
Flan?
Yeah, I said flan.
Your flan wasn't stroganoff.
Hey, well, Kathy, welcome. Sorry about that. We were having a little side convo without you. What's on your mind today?
Well, I just wanted to tell you I'm so honored to be able to talk to you, and I wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart because I read your current newsletter every day.
Oh.
I do not read it.
Oh, well, thank you.
I love all the questions at the beginning. I try to see if I know the answer. I do not cheat to go to the end. I love all your little jokes that you put in there along the way and the quotes that you put in there. But the one thing why I wanted to thank you is the other day, middle of May, I was checking my credit card statement online, and I noticed they didn't have a mailing address. So I put it in there, and then it flagged and said, someone's going to be calling you to verify the address.
Okay.
So as I'm on the phone, as I'm sitting there, the phone rings, so I answer it, and the person says, you have to hang up right now. You have to log out of your account right now. And I said, excuse me, are you calling from Chase? And they said, yes. They said, log out of your account. Some hacker's trying to hack into your computer. And I said, okay. So I logged out of Chase. I said, am I supposed to log out of my computer? And they said, yes. And I said, so I told him I logged out. And then I asked, I had asked if I had to close down. He said, yes. And then he said, we have to change your IP address. And I said, I have to change my IP address? And he said, yes. And I said, okay. And I clicked the phone. So immediately, because of your newsletter, I said, oh, my God, IP? No, that's my... So I literally called Chase on customer service.
Smart.
So,
And I told them what was going on, and they had said, yes. See, while I was on the phone with this person, 2 other calls were coming through at different times. And so the gal said, yes, there has been 2 other calls to come to call me to verify my address. So I verified it with her, but I wanted to let her know what was going on. So I have to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Had I not read your newsletters and stuff about, AI and technology is at warp speed right now.
It
so
is.
I'm just trying to be ahead of the curve. I literally would have probably given up my whole control of my computer to that person.
Oh, well, you know what? I'm so glad that you didn't. I'm so glad you read it.
did you click a link on an email or a text message? How did they know that you were logged into your bank at that minute?
It was just a weird timing.
They know.
Oh.
They can know. No, here's the thing. It's not just weird timing, and that could be it. But with AI and the way that the scams are moving right now, and that, without going into the deep dive, that a lot of the encryption that we used to think that was super secure,
Right.
now with quantum computing and AI, it's not.
So it's just the encryption is now being used like as a beacon to tell them someone's active.
Exactly.
Oh, gosh.
So that's why more than ever is that you've got to make sure that you are smart. You're smart like Kathy. Be smart like Kathy. And that, anything that you're doing, you have to second, triple guess it.
Unfortunately, yes.
It's just crazy. And which, by the way, if you're not getting the newsletter, why aren't you? Really? And just go to getkim.com. Once again, that's getkim.com. All right, if you're still trying to figure out what to get Dad for Father's Day, I've got you covered. I've been using Raycon's Everyday Earbuds Classic for years. Let me tell you, I just love them. They're comfortable enough to wear all day, and they fit perfectly into busy everyday lives like mine. So whether Dad's outside traveling or simply relaxing listening to music, Raycon's Everyday Earbuds Classic makes life easier. And they're just packed with upgrades. Active noise cancellation helps block noise distractions. Multi-point connectivity lets you pair 2 devices at once. And the battery life is strong, up to 32 hours. And let me tell you, this quick 10-minute charge, I had to do that on my treadmill last night because I went to my Raycons, they were dead. I'm like, oh, but I want to work out. Okay, 10 minutes gives you 90 minutes of playtime. And the new colors are fabulous. Mint green is my favorite. Here's the kicker. Raycon delivers the same premium audio quality as the big brands, but at half the cost. It's time to upgrade Dad's everyday routine. Go to buyraycon.com/Kim to get 15% off today. That's buyraycon.com/Kim. All right, so there's a little viral prompt going around. Have you tried this where you create a little mood board of yourself?
Nope.
You ask AI to create a caricature of yourself and based upon everything that has learned about you. Okay. So it comes through your chats and then it spits out this sketchbook style profile.
Can I tell you why I can't do this?
Why?
Because Lisa, my fiance, has a new bit where she'll find my phone. I just leave the phone laying around, and every single person in the house, literally 7 people live there. They all know how to get at my phone. I have nothing to hide. I don't care. She gets into my phone, she opens ChatGPT, and then she just tells it a bunch of lies about me.
Like what?
Like that I'm cheating on her, that I've had lunch dates with multiple exes, and that I want to get into polygamy, and I need a way how to. But she does it in my voice to ChatGPT, and then when I log on and I'll do something, it'll say, "Oh, how's everything going?" Right. So my mood board would look pretty awful right now.
Well, we have my mood board that we can share.
Okay.
And I'll give you the prompt. You really ought to try this prompt. And I was really floored by how accurate it was for me. I mean, it showed me behind a mic. It showed me at Claridge's in London.
What is a mood board?
It kind of tells, it's kind of like your inspiration, who you are, some sayings. And so with me, it says, I want to empower. I also like that it has me wearing a Hermes belt. which I thought, I think how it knew that is because I wanted to buy a Hermes belt. And so it's like, oh, maybe she got it.
And isn't Hermes like the place you have to make like an appointment to show up and they don't just let anybody in the store?
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah,
You
okay.
couldn't get in. But
No,
I
heck no.
I can get it. So anyway, here's the prompt. You want to create a sketchbook character mood board of me based on everything you know about me since you met me and all the conversations that we'd be having. And it is scary accurate.
I don't want to know. Ignorance is bliss. That would be the key word to my mood board. Ignorance.
Polygamist.
Hey!
Nice. Hey, still to come, we have some more great phone calls as well as we're going to talk about AI brain rot. What is it and how do you avoid it here on the Kim Komando Show? Hey, everyday criminals are finding new ways to scam you and steal your identity. That's why I trust Cover On, formerly NordProtect, to help protect my identity 24/7. I used to use LifeLock. It was so expensive. And I get the same thing and a lot more with Cover On. And you can get 66% off right now at coveron.com/Kim. That's coveron.com/Kim. Hey, just a reminder before we go back to everybody's phone calls is that if you want, you can get the Kim Komando Show as a podcast.
Beautiful.
Wherever you get your podcast, or you can head to youtube.com/Kim Komando.
Yes, we post the videos of the show. We got a cameraman in here now.
Joey,
all these fancy cameras.
Got a brand new set.
And when you're there, just go to our YouTube page and subscribe. Over 30,000 subscribers?
Yes, exactly.
When you subscribe, you get a notification every single time we put up something new. And like, comment, and share all those great things.
Adam in Burlington, Vermont, welcome aboard. So you own a bagel store.
I do, up in Burlington, Vermont. It's called Myers Bagels. We're a Montreal-style bagel, so a different kind of bagel than you may be used to.
What's the difference?
The primary thing is we cook in a wood oven instead of gas or electric, so like wood-fired pizza is different than regular pizza.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah, and it's all done by hand and artisan style, and just north of us, it's a common thing, but in the U.S., it's, there's not many of us around here.
And how much is a bagel?
Let's see, individually, a dozen we sell for $13.95.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
That's not bad at all.
No, yeah,
That's good.
It's reasonable. Yeah.
So what's going on in Bagel Land?
Well, related to your show and the advent of AI, I got in myself in a little bit of deep water here. With social media, I employ a lot of college kids, and in other years I've had them help me with Instagram and Facebook and things like that. And it starts off great, and then, peters off or dwindles off in their interest or their ability to create new content. And getting consistency has been tough. So I turned to an AI program that not only helped me with social media, but many other aspects. Like I could give it my, QuickBooks for a couple quarters and compare them and, look at copywriting and things like that as a background. And so for social media, I said, well, it's neat. I could plot when I want to have a post go and how it works. And in that, I said, well, create new content, use some of the photos we've used in the past.
For sure.
And and maybe tweak them and make something new out of them. And so it did a couple of those, and I posted them. And I'll admit, I don't follow up. I'm not a huge social media person myself. And then, they went. And then a couple days later, my staff is hounding me saying, "Oh, we're so sorry about the feedback you're getting." And I'm like, "What?" And then I look, and I'm just being raked to the coals on using AI photos of what we did, and using AI to help promote the business. And
so these were not your bagels; these were AI generated bagels.
Well, the two ones that I got out there that got a lot of the heat for, one was we hand roll our bagels. So it was an actual photo of one of my bakers rolling the bagel in the dough.
Okay.
But then AI took that image, the real image of his hands and arms and the dough, and imposed it on a better looking like wooden rolling table versus the white poly table. And then in the background, we use a wood oven, but it's not always lined up directly to make a nice photo shot. So it imposed a wood oven behind him to
And
make
people
it
got
nice,
upset about that?
They even noticed?
That's the thing. I I just thought it was a nice presentation to show, what we do. And people said, that's not your shop, that's AI. And I was like, well, yes. And, no,
yeah.
And no, I wasn't trying to pull the wool over anyone's eyes. I was just trying to create a new thing what's this? A nice looking image of what we do here. And probably the one that got flack is AI went in and found either a Google review or Yelp review that someone did actually make, and their name was Sam. And they posted of how they come in every Friday for the last 2 years. It's been their go-to place. It was a great review. And what AI did was took that quote and put it on a piece of paper with someone's hands holding it, again, in front of a table with a bagel with cream cheese on it, like they're reading the note. The bagel with cream cheese was not our bagel with cream cheese, because our style of bagel is a thinner product. And a loyalist would have known that.
So there was upheaval because they feel like you lied to them, that it wasn't authentic.
Sell out.
And so,
yes.
So when you are talking about, especially what you do, I mean, authentic is really where you need to be. It needs to, and nothing beats a video from your iPhone, right?
No, and we've done that in the past, and we've posted many things and do it. And after a while, it's like, all right, I need help with recreating some new way to sell the picture or to do it, other than retaking the picture again.
Yeah, and it's a hard thing unless maybe you put edited with AI, somewhere, so that what I do is I'll say ChatGPT / Kim Komando, so that people know that I fixed it up.
Right.
And so they don't maybe you wouldn't get the feedback that you were getting if it was just put out there right in the beginning. One
thing I do with our social media radio station I work at, we can't use AI. It's one of our tenets of our company. But I'll just use AI to make a new graphic. And then I'll take that graphic, put it on the lower third of the photo, and then it spices it up, even though it's the same photo I may have used before, just with a little new graphic on there.
Yeah, because especially with the bagel shop, you don't want a smear campaign.
No. I like that. I did. I like that one.
Did you?
Didn't laugh, but I liked it.
Okay. Hey, still to come, we're going to talk about AI brain rot here on the Kim Komando Show. I was singing.
I didn't know there was a sister Gib as well.
That was ABBA.
Isn't that the Gibbs?
No.
Who's the Gibbs?
The Bee Gees, you ding dong.
What's the difference?
Well, I think there's a big difference, but that's okay. For small businesses, every hire matters, but finding the right person takes time and energy. That's why I use LinkedIn Hiring Pro. Get started by posting your job for free at linkedin.com/Kim. That's linkedin.com/Kim. Terms and conditions apply. All right, so when you get a research study from Carnegie Mellon, Oxford, MIT, and UCLA, you're sitting there going like, maybe they're onto something.
Maybe.
Okay. So what they found is that people are now getting what's called AI rot.
Okay.
Because instead of like writing that email, we go, I'll just let ChatGPT do it.
Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste.
Yeah. Instead of doing the math, I'll let Claude do it. Or
I was complaining with an electrician, and he sent me this response, and I could tell it was AI, and I just said, nice AI response to him. And then he rewrote it with a different AI and sent it again.
You know what? Ian did that to a contractor, because a contractor sent him this long thing. And Ian wrote back and said, when you can answer my questions as a human being,
correct,
come on over.
Call people out for their AI use.
AI rot. Don't let your brain rot. And that's why you need to make sure that you do get our free newsletter. Sign up right now at getkim.com. You know how kids learn things from you? Certain behaviors, certain
unfortunately,
traits.
yes.
What do you think your kid learned?
My daughter is a smartass.
Is she?
Oh, yeah. It is obnoxious answer followed by obnoxious answer. And then I'll be like, I'm being serious right now. I'm being serious right now.
And you're like, oh.
And I can't say it's all my fault. I can't do anything about it.
Ian learned from me potty mouth.
Oh, yeah? You're a swearer?
Yes. It actually started... I will never forget. We were on 24th Street and Camelback here in Phoenix, Arizona. And he was probably 2.5 in the back seat.
Just dropping F-bombs?
Well, this guy cut right in front of me, and I slammed on the brake. And then out of the back, I hear, F-bomb. And I'm like, but perfect timing. You know?
I learned it from watching you, all right?
Yes, exactly.
That's funny. I never swear around my kids.
Oh, it's, yeah. I try not to.
We were in the ocean and I was holding my son. He was probably 6. And we were looking at something and then we turn around and there is this like 20-foot wave that is about to crash down on us. And I went, oh, blank. And then we got hit by the wave. And I asked him if he was okay. And he was like, yeah. And he goes, and Dad, you said a bad word. I was like, well, we almost died. I have an excuse.
Just this one time.
Yeah,
Just
you got to
this one
let
time.
those go.
Well, when I saw this video of something called Peekabook, which I'm going to show it to you in just a second.
Okay.
But when I saw this video, I thought, like, how can this be? Let me tell you, you know how like you have those fake books that you put keys and stuff in? Do you have one of those? I have one of those in my house.
Keys?
Yes. Like I have a fake book that I put spare keys in.
Oh, I have one that I put all the gift cards in.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's just like
Which
that.
one's yours? Mine is Scenery of Arizona.
Like Barry bought ours, so it's like the history of mankind and
boring.
science and stuff like
The
that.
first ever ham radio.
But so in this fake book, in the middle, is a magnetic holder. So it keeps your phone in place.
Okay.
So you hold this book. And so as you're holding this book in front of your kids, you could be on TikTok and they think you're reading a book.
Look how educated Mom is. Look at her.
Look at her go. Well,
But she's actually on Instagram.
Exactly.
And Pinterest.
I got a lot to say about this, and wait till you see it in action.
I do want to see this.
But first, I got to tell you about NetSuite because they're one of our great sponsors here on the show. You know, every business owner I talk to asks the same question: how do I make AI work for me? Not someday, today. Now, sitting on the sidelines, not an option. Your competitors are not waiting. NetSuite by Oracle is the #1 AI cloud ERP trusted by over 43,000 businesses. It pulls in your financials, your inventory, your commerce, HR, and CRM into one system. When everything lives in one place, your AI knows your business. It doesn't guess. It just knows. So you make decisions based on the data and AI and not on your gut. You get alerted to red flags before they turn into problems and make fast, confident decisions that really move the needle. So you might be saying, well, how do you know this, Kim Komando? Well, I'm bringing NetSuite into my business right now, and I can already see the difference that it's going to make in tracking sales and inventory and profits and operations. So from software and IT services to healthcare, equipment manufacturing, financial services, and many other great American industries, NetSuite delivers this customized solution for your business, and they truly do that. And if your revenues are at least 7 figures, get NetSuite's free business guide, Demystifying AI. It's free to you right now at netsuite.com/Kim. That's netsuite.com/Kim. All right, so here it is. I want you to describe, Andrew, what everybody's going to be seeing right now as we look at this Peekabook new product that is going to change the world forever.
Change the world forever is kind of dramatic for a fake book. So it's white on the inside. There is, looks like there's pages, like a notepad, and it's a small tan book. And then the woman who's holding it, she opens it up, hides her phone inside. And this is used to hide the fact you're
That she's
using your
on-
phone
in front of your babies.
From your kids.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not scrolling. I'm bettering myself.
I am reading the book. Meanwhile, the kid's looking up.
Oh, it's a parenting book.
Yeah, so she's wearing her parenting book, reading. Well, not really reading.
No, she's not reading at all.
Yes.
She's just using her phone on the sly.
I mean, I get it. Parents need a break. I certainly did at times. I mean, but kids aren't dumb.
Did you hide your social media use or your phone use from your kids?
No.
You just did it out.
Now, the reason why I hesitated, because a picture popped up on my feed. You know, Google always says like, oh, here's something that happened 20 years ago or
Right.
10 years ago or whatever. And it popped up and Ian was next to me on a lounge chair. And I had a towel over my head because I was on my phone and we were outside and I couldn't see.
Hold mommy's umbrella. She needs to send a text message.
I mean, but fake reading in front of them is not going to teach them to read. They'll know.
Absolutely. They'll figure it out. They're not dumb.
I mean, especially when like imagine just scrolling like TikTok and all of a sudden like the sound automatically goes, you know,
Right. It's
'cause
one
it
of
always
those viral
happens.
songs.
Yes, you know, you have the sound off and then you hit something suddenly and it's like, oh,
Why are you laughing your butt off at a parenting book right now?
you know, I'm reading a great book at the moment right now.
Are you reading a great book at the moment?
Yes, it's called The History of Glue, and I just cannot put it
Oh,
down.
boy. It hurts my head sometimes, these
Why?
jokes.
They're so
bad.
good.
No.
They're so good. So I counted the number of cameras that I have on my 7-mile commute to the office.
Okay. Do you sure you got them all?
I looked on the map, and I'll tell you where you can look on the
Oh,
map.
cool.
And the flock camera specifically. And there were 6 cameras.
In your 7-mile commute,
6 cameras.
that's it?
Well, different traffic lights.
Right.
I mean, because I
I
don't
thought
go
it
to
would be a
freeway.
lot more.
Well, you go out of Paradise Valley into Phoenix, there aren't that many.
Okay.
But as you're driving through Paradise Valley, there's quite a few.
Because I get on the freeway at 44th Street, and then I don't know what it's, probably 7 exits to get to here. And I counted 12 cameras.
Well, that's the ADOT. That's the Department of Transportation.
A little different on the highway.
Yeah. So these are 80,000 plate reading cameras, flock cameras. They're in 49 states, 5,000 communities, 20 billion vehicles a month are scanned. And they run HOAs. We have them going into our neighborhood. I have a license plate camera right on my property, too.
Right.
But the reason why I'm bringing this up is we've all heard of flock cameras. But now they have something called the Alpha Project. Have you heard about the Alpha Project?
I have not.
The Alpha Project reads your license plate from 2,000 feet above the air, above the ground.
That's far away.
Yes. And it can follow your car in real time. It can only go 60 miles an hour. So if you're going over 60.
Never catching you.
Just saying.
They'll be like, oh, that's Kim Komando. Where'd she go? Where is she?
When they deploy the Alpha drone, it can arrive within 85 seconds. So they say before any police or anything like that. You can find every camera watching you. And if you go to maps.dflock.org.
And what's the purpose of this drone? Is it only going to be used for law enforcement?
Well, that's the big question. We don't really know.
Okay.
Flock is a private company. We don't know who they're doing business with. What are they doing with all these? I mean, because I was thinking about it. I mean, if you really wanted to figure out my routine, I mean, you could literally just look for my car on these flock cameras and you say, okay,
Right, she goes here, she goes there.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
on Tuesday, she goes to this place.
Exactly. And then she goes to
But then
Pilates.
this information's not public, correct?
No, but it's also kind of a gray area on who gets it. Now, of course, flock cameras, they have found stolen vehicles and they've solved crimes and all that other great stuff. But I just think it's interesting that we have this technology and not too many people know that it even exists.
It's true.
And when I wrote about this for our newsletter at getkim.com, is that I think the guy was in somewhere in Tennessee. And he sent me a note and he said, he thought like, oh, Kim Komando, you don't know what you're talking about. I live in a rural community. We would never have flock cameras. He had them all over.
Really?
Yeah, that's why he sent me a note. He's like, oh my gosh,
That's
this is
probably
crazy.
especially where they need them is in the rural areas because they don't have the ones that are
That's
by
probably
the
true.
Local municipalities.
That's probably true. Let's see, cutting the cable, saving money?
No.
Okay.
We're spending more.
I know, it's so ridiculous.
We just did a declutter.
Did you?
We went on because we're trying to build up travel miles.
Okay.
Because we spend all this money and we're like, well, you should get miles because I don't know, I'm taking 5 flights this summer. It's ridiculous. And so we went through everything. And as we're seeing where we're going to pay for which card to get these points and those points, we're like, we didn't even know we were paying for this. We didn't even know we were paying for this.
What'd you get for
I
free?
thought that was free. It's not free. Or what used to be free.
What was
and
what was the big shocker?
the Paramount Plus. I thought Paramount Plus came through Verizon. I had no idea that I was paying for Paramount Plus the whole time.
How much?
I think that one's $11.99.
For how long?
Years, literally years, that I thought it just came through my cell phone plan. Because anytime we would go over what are we spending, I would go, oh, we don't have to worry about that. That we get that through Verizon. We don't.
No.
I've been paying for it forever, and no one watches it.
Yeah,
We
it's
can't.
ridiculous.
We canceled like 6 things. I mean, we saved $100.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was awesome.
That's good. DirecTV. I don't know too many people who have DirecTV anymore.
No, I don't know anybody either.
With My Sports is going up 22%. Stars is raising its monthly. AMC Plus is bumping it up. The average ad-free streaming bundle in 2021
Okay.
was $62. Now it's close to $80. I think that's low,
This sounds way low.
doesn't it?
Yeah. Do you have, I think everything, right?
We
you
do.
subscribe to everything?
It doesn't matter what it is. If there's a subscription, It is on my plan, and not by me, because here's what happens: is that Barry subscribes to everything. I'm the cheap one in the family, believe it or not. And so what I do is every once in a while I take his phone, and I unsubscribe to a whole bunch of things.
That is convenient that he signs up for everything through his phone, so it's just a little slider over. You don't got to log in anywhere. You can just turn everything off.
Not everything.
Okay.
I wish.
What was the one? There was one we were talking about where he wanted to watch a movie, and so he created an account and logged on, and then you noticed that he had 4 subscriptions to the same thing.
Yes.
Which I can't remember what that was.
Hulu.
Oh,
Yeah.
4 Hulus.
Yeah. And then we took the boat out last weekend, and I said, "Hey, what's the weather going to be?" And he's like, "I don't know. You canceled all my weather apps."
I bet you he was so sad.
Well, some of them were like $50, and it's crazy.
The man loves his weather.
I know. All right, so when you're on Amazon now, this is really interesting. You're on Amazon and you're searching for a product. You know how it would normally give you real products?
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, now they're going to have computer AI generated images of products that they think you might buy.
Okay, so when I do buy it, do they then go and manufacture it?
But it's like maybe you might want a new dress. Well, not you. Maybe I might want a new dress.
Right.
And I want a blue dress. So it'll show me pictures of different blue dresses.
And then you go, oh, I love this dress.
And then it'll go
$79.99.
And then it will go try to find the dress that it kind of is almost like the one that you want.
And they're just going to send you a knockoff?
Yes.
Or an almost like?
Yeah. I asked AI to picture my dream couch. It was a sofa, sophisticated one.
Wow. Yes. Every single person in here is groaning right now.
Okay.
I just did a poll.
Okay. Now, this story is really hard for me to do because, I'm not a big basketball fan.
You're not?
No.
Who's in the NBA Finals right now?
The Knicks and the Spurs.
You probably because you have it written down right in front of you.
I knew it.
Who won game 1?
The Knicks.
Very good.
See?
And the Knicks are from?
New York.
And the Spurs are from?
Texas.
Texas.
San Antonio.
Yeah, right.
Okay. How am I doing so far?
You're really good.
Okay. Well, and then there's Jalen Brunson.
Yeah. He
And-
plays for the... You don't have it on your
Knicks.
cheat sheet.
and Wemby.
Well, what's his full name? I mean, obviously, you're such a huge fan. You know his full name.
I have no idea.
Victor Wembanyama.
Okay. Well, the reason why I bring all this up is not just because I love talking about sports.
Sure.
Is that ChatGPT came out and predicted the winner.
Okay.
Did you hear about this?
No.
Saying the Spurs.
Well, they're down. They're down in the series.
They say in Game 7, Knicks will jump out early and lead most of the night. The Spurs will make a comeback. Third quarter flips the game. Fourth quarter belongs to the Spurs. Final score 110 to 102.
All right,
Spurs
that's something to track. It's got a final score.
will win the title. MVP, Wemby,
Victor Wembanyama.
Wembyama.
He's French.
Is he?
Yeah. He's like a 7'4" French guy.
Really?
Yeah.
That doesn't.
He smokes cigarettes as post game. We shot the ball. It was very good. I don't care. I go home.
That was not on my 2026 bingo card.
7'4" French guy.
No. He's going to be okay. If he wins the title, he'll be the second youngest Finals MVP in league history.
That's if he wins the MVP. They got to win the series, and he's got to be named MVP. But I picked the Knicks to win it all.
Well, I think he's a total baller.
Keep going. Don't do that.
Just encourage her.
I hate that.
So when I went to Tokyo,
What a transition.
that one of the things that I'm always looking for experiences, and so and knowing like Ian plays Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious, and we got the movies and all this stuff. So I arranged for us to have a Tokyo Drift tour,
That's really cool.
and you have to go out at 11 p.m. And they take you to a spot in Tokyo where you have all the Nissans, and they actually have like Corvettes and things like that. And what was interesting about that is the cops know that this whole drifting tour is happening, but they kind of let it go.
Okay.
So you're going on the freeways, 80 miles per hour, 90, whatever it may be. And, just a side note, the guy who was driving me, obviously 100% Japanese, says to me, you listen to Joe Rogan?
That's so interesting.
And I said,
what a conversation starter.
I said, what do you mean? He said, I watch Joe Rogan every single day.
Huh.
And I said, really? And he said, I just have a question for you. So in Tokyo, girls are girls, boys are boys. But how come in America, girls are not girls and boys are not boys?
Oh, it's my stop. This is where I'm supposed to get up. You know what? Turn up Joe Rogan. I want to listen to this episode because I have no interest in having this conversation with you.
I just thought that was so funny out of all the things. Now, the reason why I bring this up is that now you can have Uber Drift.
What's that?
It's a special Uber experience where they will take you in these Nissans, put on a helmet, and it's $200 for a group of 4 people, and you can do like a professional Formula drift around Tokyo. I would totally do this.
I'm going to predict this is going to last 7 months.
Really? Oh,
And then a car is going to roll over and a bunch of people are going to get injured or die and they're going to shut it down because people are going to sue the pants off of Uber.
And here's the thing. I didn't know this. You can get an Uber Safari in South Africa, an Uber Balloon in Turkey.
Wow, I didn't know any of these.
Let's see, a water aircraft in India, Uber Bubbles in France. They
What's
take
that?
you on a champagne tour.
Oh, that's great.
I would love that. I mean, they're just surging past the competition
Maybe Victor Wembanyama will take you on the champagne tour in France.
because he's a driving force.
Just go to break.
Hey, picture this. You're at work, your phone buzzes, it's your kid's number, and your kid's voice panicked, saying he's been in an accident and needs the money wired right now. You're going to move heaven and earth, of course, but it's what the scammers are counting on. So here's the play. Criminals buy your phone number and your family details from data brokers and companies you've never heard of are selling your life for just pocket change. Then they grab 3 seconds of your kid's voice on social media, they clone it with AI, and then they call you. 1 in 4 Americans already got one of these calls. One guy lost 15 grand protecting a kid who was never in danger. Now, you can't stop them from cloning a voice, but you can make sure they never get your number in the first place. And that's incognito. It automatically hits over 420 data brokers and forces them to delete your personal info, and then keeps it gone. I ran my own info. I found myself on sites I never even signed up for. It's independently audited by Deloitte, and right now it's 60% off, which comes out to be about $7 a month. And right now they've made over 2,800 data removal requests for me. So sign up right now at privacykim.com. Once again, that's privacykim.com. Okay, so here's what we have. A new AI tool. You have a form to fill out, ChatGPT can fill it out for you. It's amazing. And also a hidden stalker that may be in your device right now. And we have great phone calls here on the Kim Komando Show. So I have a certain packing trick that I do.
For a vacation?
Yes, because
Okay.
you talked about taking all these flights, is that I lay out what I want to bring, because we all have like our favorite pair of jeans, our favorite shoes
Right.
and jackets and stuff like that. And then you take pictures of it all and you say, I'm going to Mexico for 4 days or wherever you're going, and look up the weather and then tell me what I'm missing and tell me what I have too much of, and then come up with 10 outfits. And then, whew, hallelujah, it puts everything all together so you can wear like this jacket without those jeans or that dress or whatever it may be.
Does it ever say you don't need these 2
Yes.
things? Oh, that's really cool.
They say like you don't need 2 pairs of blue shoes, but
Okay.
I'm like I like both.
Shut up, ChatGPT.
Sure.
You don't
so,
know style.
So if you're going on a trip this summer and you're wondering like an easy way to pack, you ought to try that out.
That's really cool.
For small businesses, every hire matters, but finding the right person takes time and energy. And that's why I use LinkedIn Hiring Pro. Get started by posting your job for free right now at linkedin.com/Kim. That's linkedin.com/Kim. Terms and conditions apply. You know, I've tried so many antivirus programs over the years, and when something better comes along, let me tell you, I just switch. WebRoot Essentials keeps all your devices protected without slowing you down. I use it. I recommend it. Get 62% off right now at webroot.com/Kim. That's webroot.com/Kim. So have you ever looked at a photo online and you thought to yourself, that ain't real?
Most of the time, yeah. I mean,
You're
this
like-
day and age, it's all fake.
You're like, that's just not possible. That could even remotely happen in my universe.
Correct.
Well, Stephen Scott Grogan in Lakeland, Florida. Hello there, Stephen. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the show today. Tell us about your photo.
It was it was of a young alligator's eye. I was hiking all day long, and it was the first photo that I actually got all day, and I was very proud of it. It was a perfect mirror reflection. And my photos, I'm not used to having exposure with them, so I figured I would join the 35 awards. It's one of the largest international photography competitions. And I entered the mobile category, and it's kind of like a gauntlet. They have 3 stages of it. And in the first stage, my gator reflection of the baby's eye had like a little exclamation point over it, and it wouldn't allow me to enter it. So I appealed it, and I got a message back saying that this photo is not allowed in the mobile photography nomination because it was taken with professional camera equipment due to the depth of field and high details that are within it.
Okay, but you didn't use any high-end equipment, right?
No, I actually used my Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra.
Okay, well, let me tell you, we're looking at your pictures right now. They're phenomenal. Wow.
Thank you very much.
You're very talented.
Which is the one that you entered in that they turned down? Because they're running through a slideshow of them.
It's the tight gator eye reflection.
It's on the water with the beautiful, blue sky behind it.
It's a telephoto shot. The background, it's pretty much just the gator's eye at ground level.
Oh, okay. Well,
and the background's blurred.
Now, how close were you to this gator?
I was actually about 12 feet away. The camera itself was a few feet. I use a 12-foot long telescopic selfie stick.
Well, thank goodness for that.
My girlfriend appreciates me being careful.
Now, are you factory settings? Like, it sounds like you're a photographer and you're into this. Do you just use the settings that come out of the box, or do you tweak them to make
tweak them.
You do tweak them. Okay, so maybe that's why it picked up on it, because you tweaked the settings.
And then
I do use Expert RAW. Everything I shoot is either in 50 MP in Expert RAW or 200 MP Expert RAW.
Wow.
That photo was 50 MP, and I believe it was a 5X super telephoto.
Wow. Okay, and so you obviously went to them and said, "Hey, listen, I mean, I just used my Samsung phone."
Yes.
And what was the reply?
After manual review, it stands. Please change this photo. So I just gave up on it. I felt disheartened and disappointed because it's one of my favorite photos. I've tried to replicate it since, and I haven't been able to do it. And then it kept happening again after that. I took a screenshot of it, and I felt disheartened at first, but then my girlfriend told me just take it as a backhanded compliment, and I do. I take it as a compliment now.
So you took a screenshot of the photo, uploaded that, and it still denied it?
Oh, no, I took a screenshot of the disqualification.
Okay.
Yeah. God, that's so sad, though, really. I mean,
It is.
Now, how long have you been doing this?
I am completely self-taught. I've been doing it for about 3 years.
Wow. And so why did you pick gators?
I started hiking years ago. Living in Central Florida, all you usually see is gators or snakes or insects, maybe Bigfoot if you're lucky.
Go ahead. I was just going to say, you know what, let me tell you something. I am so afraid of gators.
Really?
I am.
Really?
I am.
The photo that he has of like a gator on top of a gator, that's like a nightmare for you.
Yes,
it's like 4 gators
yeah.
stacked on each other.
I'd rather give me scorpions any day.
Oh, they're a little smaller.
I can step on them. Have you ever gotten bit by a gator?
I have not. I actually have never had a close encounter.
That's good. You keep that selfie stick handy.
Yeah, 12 feet might.
Well, I use it as kind of like a guard, not to like go past the 12 feet.
All right. So let me ask. So for everybody who's listening, you've been doing this for 3 years.
Correct.
What is like an insider secret to using a Bluetooth selfie stick that took you a while to learn?
I would say I would buy the expensive ones. I've gone through 19 in 3 years.
Is that because the gators bite them?
19?
19. I've gone through 19 remote Bluetooth shutters in 3 years. I do use them aggressively. I do take thousands of photos in expert RAW every day, and then I have to dump them to my portable SSD drive. But the Bluetooth shutters maybe last a month, 2 months. So I ended up buying, I forget what brand it is, but I ended up buying a really expensive one, and it's been with me now for about 6 months.
Oh, nice.
All right, good. All right, so don't buy the cheap ones.
Quality matters.
So not buy quality matters. In this case, yes, it does.
Oh, wow. Well,
I've even dropped it in swamp water, and I've retrieved it, and it still works. So.
ooh, just let it go. Just
Yeah.
if you drop your selfie stick in the gator water. Okay.
Well, then usually at the end of a selfie stick is a phone.
I'm not kidding you. I mean, we flew over the swamp to get to Miami, and I literally was sitting there going like, plane, stay in the air, because I thought, oh my God. And I think I even said to Barry, if this plane falls in the water, we're dead.
Because of your luck, you would survive the crash, but then get eaten by an alligator.
Probably. Delray in Tucson, Arizona, you're up next. Hi, Delray.
Hi, Kim.
What's going on?
Well, this is the second time I've talked to you, and I'm a writer of a fantasy webtoon called The 1,000-Year-Old Woman, and I've been using AI as my own art department.
Okay.
And, it's something that I've just started, and I have a lot of trials and tribulations getting the groove on, but I've got the groove on, and I'm working really well with it.
So what's on your mind? How can we help you? And congrats on that.
Well, it's Facebook advertisement. So I've been trying to do Facebook advertisement, and I'm still not quite sure.
It's hard.
Yeah, they have a lot of terms and stuff and it seems made up. You get so many clicks and that. Yeah, I don't know how well I'm doing. They do tell me, who is clicking on it and what age and demographics.
So what's the goal? What's the goal? Because I will tell you, Facebook advertising is not easy.
Okay.
I mean, you got like audiences, and then you've got cost per click, and then you really have to keep track of this. Otherwise, they're gonna keep banging your credit card every time you turn around.
Right. The goal is to get more views on my webtoon site, and it has been going up pretty good. I've only been working with it for a couple of weeks, and I've gotten close to 200 views, and considering I'm a brand new
which is, that's a good place to start. But yeah. I would say, what do you think? I mean, I would say put them up on TikTok.
Yeah.
And Reels.
The last thing I would do is have the destination be a website. Social media is where people are going to consume this the most.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a social media account for your webtoon?
No, not just specifically for my webtoon.
Yeah, that's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Start, instead of sending them to a website, create a whole profile, a whole branding campaign, and get into ChatGPT. It will help you how to kind of sort through what you need to do for all this. But what you want to do is get a TikTok account, an Instagram Reels, and whatever you put on Instagram Reels is going to be put over on Facebook.
Correct.
And how long do you think it should be? 50 seconds, 60 seconds?
I mean, if it's engaging, but the whole thing with TikTok is you can do part twos. So if you have a 3-minute video, you can do 3 separate 1-minute videos and just put part 1 in the corner. And if someone's interested in it, that's when you're going to get the click to the page, and you're going to get more clicks because they're going to keep watching.
And then you can say to be continued.
Correct.
And then a little bit of a recap the first time in case they hit the second one. But the whole idea is that now we're going to start increasing engagement, increasing views, and then we don't have to worry about maintaining a website. sending people, because nobody's going to a website anymore. It's just
absolutely
not
not.
happening. And so you got to retool your thinking. And this really goes for a lot of business owners as you're listening right now. And I know it's hard because you're sitting there. I had a call with a graphics guy yesterday, and he's like, "Oh, well, we can also do SEO." I went, "What?" I actually said that. Well, why would I need SEO? Okay, because nobody's searching Google anymore.
Right.
So why do you need that? But it doesn't mean that you shouldn't have a robust web presence. But then it has to be, AI optimized, not search engine optimized. And so that's really what the goal is. And so if you are sitting there with your website wondering, do I advertise on Facebook? And I will tell you, I spend anywhere between $700 and $1,000 a day on Facebook. ads.
Wow, okay.
It's a lot. Because that's how we're driving a lot of the traffic for the newsletters and to subscribe. And that's why, the numbers keep going up. But, there's a lot of math behind that. How much are we willing to pay per subscriber? What is the lifetime value of that subscriber? And if you are approaching Facebook ads just like, I'm going to get people to click, and you don't know what your customer's worth, and you don't know what you're doing, you have to find somebody who does. Because otherwise, you'll just waste money. Ian and I sat down on a weekend. I said, we're going to figure out Facebook ads. It can't be that hard. Well, $700 later, after 2 days, I'm like, we don't know what we're doing.
But that's where social media comes to play. If you just want eyeballs on your thing, you can do it for free. Put it up on social media. One quick tip I would give you is start a TikTok account and then start 4 more and make them exactly the same and post the exact same content at all 4 and see which one of the 4 catches on and then close down the other 3.
But how can you do that if that's your brand?
Because, first of all, you can change your brand. So if it was, the 1,000-year-old wife or whatever, I can't remember the name of his cartoon, but you could name them all differently. And once the one catches on, then you just rename it.
I see. Okay.
It would match the brand then.
So it's not like if you did it, then you lost it.
No, you're not losing it forever.
Okay. All right. That's good. I didn't know that. All right, let's switch gears just a little bit. You know that glow that you see on people who just seem to radiate health? It's not just great lighting. It's what's happening inside their bodies. And one of the best kept secrets to looking and feeling amazing is collagen. You see, as we age, our bodies naturally produce less collagen, which can lead to wrinkles, thinning hair, brittle nails, just feeling less flexible than we used to. But the good news is that you can support your body naturally. With high quality collagen from Native Path, you're giving your body the building blocks it needs to support smoother looking skin and stronger nails and shinier hair. And some studies also suggest collagen supplements may also help support bone health. So it's not about turning back time. It's about feeling your best at any age. And right now, as a listener and viewer of the show, you can get Native Path collagen for just a fraction of the retail price. Plus, you're going to get free shipping and this amazing free gift bundle. It's really great. I actually checked it out the other day. Go to getnativepath.com/Kim. That's getnativepath.com/Kim.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Individual results may vary.
Okay, it's one of the annoyances of life. You have to fill out a form.
Yeah, hate them.
Okay, school forms, applications, membership forms.
I'm sure there's people like, hey, fill this out. You get a $15 rebate. And you're just like, nah. It's not worth it.
I'm not going to do it. HOA forms. I had to fill out one of those the other day. It's like an adulting problem.
Yes. It's annoying.
So here's what you can do is that you can open up ChatGPT or your favorite chatbot. Though ChatGPT seems to be really good at this one. And then you click that little pay-per-click icon, and then you upload the form, and you say, hey, let's fill this out together.
And it's going to know, if you use ChatGPT,
it's going to fill out all the stuff.
It's going to know a lot of it right off the bat.
Yeah. And it will also ask you, do I check the yes or no box here? Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you, it really works well. Now, there's a catch. Sometimes forms want things like your date of birth, your social security number. You probably don't want to say, hey, I'll pass on that. And then maybe when you get it, you can, print it and then scan it or take a photo of it and send it off. But I just wanted to pass that along as our AI tip of the week, or I guess the tip of this hour, because every hour there's AI tips now.
True, it's all over the place.
It's just all over the place. So in case you ever want to check that out, make sure that you go to splashofai.com. That's our new AI newsletter. That's splashofai.com. It's actually a tool that we wrote about the other day. All right, still to come, we have more of your phone calls here on the Kim Komando Show. Hey, title fraud is on the rise. Home Title Lock monitors your property 24/7. And right now, get 25% off up to 2 years of title protection and a free home title report by going to HometitleLock.com/Kim. That's HometitleLock.com/Kim and use promo code Kim25. Just a reminder, you can get the show as a podcast or you can check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/KimKomando.
Yes, please go subscribe, comment, like, share, all those things.
All that great stuff.
Mainly
You're gonna love it.
subscribe.
Let's see, Sarah in San Antonio, Texas. So who's going to win, Sarah? The Spurs or the Knicks?
Spurs go. Go Spurs go. All the way. It's going to be the Spurs. I'm telling you, it's going to be the Spurs.
When's the last time you won a title? 1999?
I think it was 73.
No, it was.
No,
they
it
won.
was
They
not.
won with Duncan and,
Okay.
and Ryan.
2014.
You're talking about the Knicks. The Knicks has been that
2014
long.
Sounds about right. It was Popovich was the coach.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's been a little. It's been a
Oh,
little
that's
while,
the
but we're gonna
99
win.
was the last time the Spurs played the Knicks in the finals. That's
Okay,
why that year was-
2014.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Still a long
You're like,
time.
look at me. I knew that.
You have it
No,
written down
no,
somewhere.
look. Not a paper in front of me that says Spurs.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Someone told it to you in your ear.
Well, yeah. Okay. So, Sarah, what's on your mind?
So first of all, I'm so excited to talk to you. I've got probably a very minor dilemma compared to all of the other stuff that you've been talking about today. So my family is having a reunion, and it's going to be in August. And it is celebrating just 100. My great grandparents were married 109 years ago.
Wow.
And although they're not with us, we're getting together all of the grandkids and the great grandkids. And what's crazy about it is there is such an age span. So it's everybody from I think the youngest that will be there is in their late 20s, and the oldest is 80. And that's just between grandchildren and great-grandchildren, because there was such a great-grandma had a big gap with all of the kids. So anyway, very excited to go. And everybody has all these wonderful pictures that they're taking a picture of the picture and then posting that. Or they're emailing me and saying, hey, I don't have anything. I don't have any way to scan this. So what I'm looking for is a scanner that is portable and easy to use and does not have to rely on any kind of Wi-Fi, because I'm going to be in a very, very small town, 1,200 people in Minnesota.
Wow.
And so
How awesome.
I don't know how reliable the Wi-Fi is going to be in the building that we're in. So, yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Well, any phone can do a scan now. With Apple Notes, you can scan. You can scan documents. But whether you have Apple or you have documents and photos rather. But if you have a phone, Google has an app called PhotoScan that is phenomenal, and it will clean up the scratches and handle older photos and get rid of cracks. And it works on also will boost the color. It really does work, and it's free. It's called PhotoScan. But if these are photos that you actually want to have scanned, is that there's a company called Iris Scan, and they have something called the Anywhere Scanner, and it's actually pretty darn good. I think it's like $120 or something like that.
It's not bad.
No, so you could do that, but try that PhotoScan app. And one of the things that's really great about that too is that if you want to take a picture of a photo that's in a picture frame, and it's how it gets old and it gets creased against the glass, and then you're afraid to take it out because you're going to rip it, is that with the PhotoScan app you can actually do that. It's going to get rid of the glare, and so you're like, oh, this is fabulous.
That's really cool.
Awesome.
So this is so fun for you. I hope you have a great time.
Thank you so much. I'm very excited. Going to get to meet a lot of new people and people I haven't seen in a very long time. So looking forward to it.
Well, thanks for your call, Sarah. And make sure that, while you're there, what a great opportunity to do a family tree.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Be a lot of
you
fun.
got almost all the whole trees just sitting there.
We got a forest. Just saying. We're going to talk about hidden stalker tech coming right back. Hey, are you still looking for the perfect Father's Day gift? Look no further. Raycon's Everyday Earbuds Classic deliver clear sound, all-day comfort, and premium features without that premium price tag. You know what I'm talking about. Head to buyraycon.com/Kim for 15% off. That's buyraycon.com/Kim. All right, on your phone, you've got all these different apps. And here's the deal. You didn't read the terms and conditions.
Nope.
Nobody does.
I zoom past that as fast as possible.
But you don't know who's really tracking you.
All of them.
So what you want to do is go to your phone's location settings, and then you find out which apps have always on access. And so you want to revoke anything that you don't use. And also, if there's some apps that you just don't use anymore, you might as well just wipe them out while you're there.
But if you delete them, does it get rid of those permissions?
Yes, but because the app is no longer on your phone.
Okay.
But you still want to go in there and double check, just in case. Make sure that you sign up for our free newsletters, 5 minutes a day. You'll always be tech smart with the latest and greatest, and also the scams and the alerts at getkim.com. Hey, do you remember when you used to be able to buy a star?
Yeah, of course. In the night sky?
Yes.
I remember those infomercials.
You too can own a piece of the night sky.
Name a star after someone.
Well, how about the moon?
I want to name the moon after someone?
No. I want you to think about this. I'm going to tell you all about the moon, and I want you to tell me whether or not, don't answer now, whether or not you'd actually want to live on the moon.
All right.
Okay. NASA is setting up a permanent moon base that is going to be occupied in 2032. That sounds far away. It's really not.
No, 7 years.
Okay.
I'll still have kids in school.
And you're going to have kids. Well, you have so many kids. I don't mean to be a party pooper, but you're going to be paying a lot of tuition for a long time.
None of them are going to college. I'm sending them straight to the moon.
They say they want a full-time science hub and launch pad for Mars.
Okay.
And they tapped Blue Origin. So they're delivering all the rovers and everything out there. A base that's going to sprawl hundreds and hundreds of square miles.
Okay.
Most expensive subdivision in history. But the HOA meetings happen 240,000 miles from Earth.
It's a bit far.
Okay, it's a little far. Okay.
I like it. We're going to Mars and we're like, hey, how can we save, 5 days? Let's start on the moon.
Let's do that.
It's not, you're not really taking a chunk off of your trip to Mars by starting on the moon.
Now, before you think, wow, I'd like to go there because living on the moon must be cheaper than wherever you are right now. Mm-hmm. I actually wrote about this in the newsletter, and I was doing the image for what it might look like. And so I took a composite of a lot of different NASA images, and I was making what it be. And then just for giggles, as I said, here, put a Costco in the middle of it. so it was like, so I had this whole meme, then like Costco with lights on it. And then somebody on the team said, somebody's going to believe you.
Yeah, that's true.
A Costco that you wouldn't be there.
I wouldn't put it past Costco, actually.
Me neither.
And the hot dogs would still be $1.50, even on the moon.
So we're going to talk a little bit more about what exactly is happening on the moon and whether or not you'd actually want to. So think about it first for a second. Would you really want to live on the moon? But first, I need to thank a couple of our sponsors here who make this show possible. I've tried a lot of antivirus software over the years, and when something better comes along, let me tell you, I'm not loyal. I just switch. That's why I've moved on to WebRoot Essentials. WebRoot Essentials is a cloud-based AI-powered antivirus platform that was designed to evolve with today's threats. It's fast, lightweight protection that works across all my devices without slowing me down. If you need another reason to switch, listen up. WebRoot Essentials recently ranked #1 in the independent Passmark performance study against 9 other brands. We're talking Norton, McAfee, even Microsoft Defender. The study found that WebRoot Essentials scans, listen to this, 6 times faster, uses far less memory, and takes up to 33% less space on your computer. That's really substantial. I've seen the difference WebRoot Essentials have made for my devices, and you can too. My listeners, viewers, you get 62% off at webroot.com/Kim. So get the #1 ranked antivirus protection for only $19 a year at webroot.com/Kim. That's webroot.com/Kim. And I'd also like to thank Consumer Cellular. Let me tell you, I switched to Consumer Cellular. It's the same coverage as the big guys. And if you're over 50, this is really a deal. You get 2 unlimited lines for only $60 a month. Plus, you're going to get $200 off. This is their best deal ever. Visit consumercellular.com/Kim, consumercellular.com/Kim. All right, let's go back to the moon.
Okay.
There's a lot of dust.
Bring a broom. Problem solved.
It's basically crushed glass.
Oh.
Okay. So it's sharp, it's staticky, it gets into everything. Now, the astronauts that were there, they said they actually breathed a little bit in, and they got lunar hay fever, sore throats, water. It smells like gunpowder.
The whole planet?
Mm-hmm. It wrecks your lungs. Your sleep schedule's toast.
Why?
One day on the moon is like a month. You get 2, and then also you have 2 weeks of sun, 2 weeks of pitch black, 2 weeks sun, 2 weeks pitch black.
I can sleep in the sun.
Could you?
I'm getting to that age where I can pretty much sleep anywhere. Exactly. Don't put on a movie because it is game over.
Old man in the recliner over there.
Sports I can pay attention to. You put on some movie that's so predictable, I'm out within 10 minutes.
The temperature from 250 degrees to 400 below.
That's all? Mm-hmm. Can you turn the thermostat up 200 degrees? I'm getting a little chilly.
NASA's putting a nuclear reactor up there.
That might be some problems.
Yeah.
So if they're going to have this base on there and everybody's going to live on there, how are they going to survive with all these things you're presenting to us?
Well, you're not going to be able to go outside.
Oh,
you're going to have to
okay.
live in all those astronaut stuff, you know.
Don't get too technical with the astronaut stuff.
I the helmet. Yes, because you didn't see my hand signal. I was going and making a circle around my head.
That's what she meant.
Yeah, so when you
The
go to
universal
Costco.
sign for helmet.
You know, let me tell you, the lunar dream home, you could have it.
Well, could I?
Yes, but just keep in mind that the cleaning bill is going to be astronomical. And all the restaurants have no atmosphere.
None at all. They're all just Taco Bells.
So I've been getting a lot of DMs about this viral video.
Which one?
That NVIDIA, of course, you know, the big chip maker for all the data centers, that they will pay you $1,000.
Oh, yeah, I saw this one.
Did you believe it?
The thing of the size of the air conditioning where you can...
An HVAC unit.
Yeah.
So what'd you think? You ready to sign up?
No, I didn't think it was real.
It's not real.
I didn't think so.
But no, they do want to do this. NVIDIA in a company called Span. Sorry. That's an unfair. You know what? If you own that company, you need to change the name. Okay?
Well, I just love the fact that for some reason the company that makes processed pork loaf is getting into the chip business now. We need to diversify.
You know, spam is not really a good name for us to have.
It's not moving as fast as we want. Should we get into AI?
Yeah, they should have changed it a long time ago.
From spam?
Yeah.
What is it? Spam? Spiced ham, I think is what it means.
I don't know, but I wouldn't touch it.
Oh, it's so good. You've been to Hawaii 1,000 times. You've not had spam?
No, actually, we went to McDonald's, and I was like, okay, I'm going to try it.
Okay.
And they also serve it like at gas stations and everything. And every time I look at it, I'm like,
That was my breakfast, like every single morning. Just walk to the gas station, $1 a piece. It's the seaweed, what's it, masubi or whatever it is. Spam, rice wrapped in seaweed with a nice sauce. Oh, it's delicious.
You eat gas station sushi?
Not only do I eat gas station sushi, I eat gas station sushi with spam in it.
Oh.
Real American hero.
Don't ever do that again. God.
All right, go back to your
I'd like
fake
to
video.
apologize.
I'm telling you, it's delicious.
Span and home builder Pulte Group. So what they're really going to do, it's called XFRA. X and then FRA. This is legit. It's about the size of an HVAC unit. It has 16 GPUs, 3 terabytes of RAM. And they tap your home's unused power.
Right.
And
bandwidth.
That's true. And so basically you're going to pay Span $150 a month for cheaper power, and that includes all your Wi-Fi.
$150 a month for cheaper power. Because the viral video was they'll pay all your power bills.
No.
They'll pay your Wi-Fi bills, and you'll get a stipend for having it on your land.
No.
So I get to pay them for them to put my equipment on my property and use my internet?
But you're going to save some money.
How much?
I don't know.
It doesn't sound like a lot.
No, it doesn't. It's not a lot.
I'm out. I'm not interested.
No, that's not going to be anything. But anyway, it keeps going viral. People keep sending me, so stop believing it. Carnival Cruise. You love cruises.
I love cruises.
Yeah.
We're going on 2 cruises.
Are you?
One on Christmas and one next summer.
Really? Where are you going?
I don't know. I didn't plan it. I just told be ready to go on a cruise. I said, great.
What a guy.
They're both bought and paid for. I have no idea where I'm going.
They had a big data breach.
Oh, no.
Yeah, 6 million people, names, birthdays, driver's licenses, passports.
And Carnival's like the party cruise.
Yes.
So those are all like probably 20 to 40 somethings that got their ID stolen.
So you're going to get 2 free years of TransUnion credit monitoring.
Woohoo!
And you're going to get a letter in the mail. That's why I wanted to mention it. And so if you do get a letter, and you have an activation code, that's what it is.
Is it legit? If I get a letter in the mail, it's legit? Because now the scammers are probably going to make a faux letter that'll have a wrong QR code on it that's going to take me
Well, you
and get everything wrong.
You got to do something to freeze your credit because your identity is just bobbing in the open waters right now.
Tuesday morning, there must have been some sort of data breach that I was a part of, because I'm on the air from 5:30 in the morning until 10, and I usually don't pay attention to my phone between 6:30 and 8. Maybe I'll do a quick glance. I had 12 missed spam calls in an hour and a half. That's crazy.
That is crazy. Security missed the boat.
Yeah, I had to get it in there. You wrote it down. We had already moved on.
I know, but I wanted to do
it. To cram it in there.
China is now hanging out on LinkedIn, Indeed, and Upwork. And they are posing as fake consultants with think tanks.
Okay.
And so they're posting job openings. And so you think like, wow, this is really something. And the pay will run $100 to several $1,000s. They're going to pay you by Western Union, Zelle, crypto.
None of those sound legitimate ways to pay someone.
They're trying to hire spies.
Oh, okay.
So if your goal is going to prison,
right,
you might want to apply for that.
How much does it pay?
It doesn't say.
Okay.
But it's always going to be a little bit higher than the average deal.
Okay.
I read about this story and I thought, we have this problem here in the studios. You go to a meeting and people have their phones. And so you're in the middle of a meeting and people are like, going, oh, I got a notification.
Right.
Does that bother you?
A meeting, yes. If we are out to lunch, I don't care. But if it's a meeting, the only reason why it bothers me is because A, you're not paying attention. If I need to lean on you for information from the meeting or a task that was assigned during the meeting, I know I'm not going to be able to. And B, I want to get out of the meeting as fast as possible. If you're checking your phone and wasting time and making this longer, like at the end of meetings when they go, does anybody have any questions?
No.
Yes. Do not ask a question.
Because
you can email whoever's running that meeting right afterwards. I don't need to sit going, well, I was wondering if next Tuesday. No, don't ask your questions.
Boy, you're a little fired up about that one. United Wholesale Mortgage in Michigan, they have...
Wait, hold on. Well, you didn't answer the question. Do you allow people to check their phones in your meetings? You're the boss.
I will look over and say, would you care to join us?
See, that's just passive aggressive and rude. Why not just set a policy, no phones during the meetings?
Well, because I have my phone.
Ah, that's why.
And I'm the boss.
Sure.
Where was I? I was with Ian, and we were someplace, and he was on his phone, and I said, over here.
Love you, Mom.
Okay. I have not seen any of these movies. But apparently it's a big story. 2 Gen Z YouTubers, Kane Parsons, he's 20 years old. He produced and directed a horror film, Back Rooms.
Oh, yeah. I know these
$10
guys.
million.
I've seen them on TikTok before.
Okay,
They're pretty funny.
$81 million box office.
That's really good.
That's incredible.
I'm guessing the budget was probably 5 to 10 million.
10 million.
Okay.
10 million. 26-year-old Curry Baker is behind Obsession. It was made for $750,000. It grossed $27 million.
That's a great return.
Isn't that crazy?
It's way better than the return you guys got on the movie you produced.
Oh, don't even.
I knew it would set you off.
Barry, we're going to make a lot of money in the movie business. This is Ava Longoria and everybody, blah, blah, blah.
Did you ever make a dime? Did you ever get one?
No. I mean, you can, it's called Frontera. You can watch it all day long on Netflix, and I still won't make any money.
Please watch it all day long. She's got to recoup the money her husband invested.
It's never going to be recouped. You know, it's one of these things in life that you did, and you say you can do.
Sure.
And
you can say you're a movie producer.
Well, and then he's got the billboard thing hanging in the hallway, and every time I go by, I look at it and go, we got screwed. We got screwed.
That poster cost me so much money.
You don't understand. And then he's got the ticket, from him us going to see the movie on the red carpet, and I look at him and go, that's the only tickets I mean, and we didn't even pay for them. I mean, just, and then, he had the gall to come to me like a year later, 2 years later. There was another movie. I'm like, don't even. And you know what the movie was?
What?
And I turned down.
Uh-oh.
Christmas Chronicles.
Are you serious?
I know.
Why does he let you make any financial decisions in your household?
I just thought that was like, out of all the movies in the world.
Right. That one had like 3 sequels, didn't it?
Yes.
Way to go.
I know.
Stinks. Well, are they working on Frontera too?
Ow. Oh. You're just killing me over here.
Sorry.
So anyway, so all these YouTubers are now saying we could be in the movie business because we've made shorts.
But they make good movies. I mean, they make good videos.
Yes.
People are watching their movies. $80 million isn't a fad. That means the word of mouth got out where people said, hey, this movie's really good. Go see it.
So what's wrong with the big studios? Like Star Wars flopped.
Did it?
Yes.
Oh, the Grogu one?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember what
I don't
it was
know
called.
what it's called either.
I think it's called Mandalorian and Grogu. Well, it's not just the big studios. It's like, when's the last time you went to a movie theater?
Long time ago.
It was silence. People, our attention spans right now aren't for long form movies unless it's a horror film or a kid's film. Like, those are the only ones that really work out.
They're the only ones that want to go. All right, let's talk about ExpressVPN, one of our sponsors. Imagine printing out your entire browsing history, signing your name to it, and hanging it on your front door for everyone to see. I can't believe that you mentioned Frontera like that. And you wanted to...
Frontera 2. This time it's personal.
It is personal.
Starring Even Longoria's niece, Teresa Longoria.
You're awful. Oh my gosh. Can I go back and talk about ExpressVPN?
Go ahead.
All right, we're going to start over. ExpressVPN. Now, if you're not using a VPN, your internet provider can see a lot more about your online activities than you think. I mean, even in private browsing mode, your internet provider can track what you do online, what you search. That's why I personally use and recommend ExpressVPN. It's really simple to use. I mean, literally one tap and you're connected. And I never go online without it. I would use it on my phone, my laptop, my desktop, my tablet, my smart TV, and this way your connection's always protected. And with ExpressVPN, this is really fabulous. One subscription now covers up to 14 devices at once. So take your online privacy seriously with ExpressVPN. And right now, you're going to get 4 extra months by going to this special address, expressvpn.com/Kim. That's expressvpn.com/Kim. All right, coming up, we have some ways that you can get lower prescription costs. What's going on with AI job interviews? Also, what's for dinner? And this is really something. With Wi-Fi technology, somebody can actually see where you are located in your house. It's pretty wild. We just have some great phone calls, too, here on the Kim Komando Show. Okay, so you go to pick up a prescription, right? The copay is $90. Ooh. And then you're like, what if I don't use my insurance? I've done that. And they're like, oh, that's $8.
What?
Because you're like, I'm sorry.
Go ahead and delete my insurance.
I have insurance. It's supposed to be lower with insurance. The guy at Rite Aid knows me, and that's what happened. And I was like,
does he just now know from now on, just delete your insurance if it's cheaper?
Well, I don't even use insurance.
Oh.
Because it is cheaper, but also I like to get 90 pills at a time.
Oh, you don't want to have to go through their restrictions?
Exactly. And so, so instead of $8, it's $25. So it's
do you ever run into one where, like, I went to pick up Lisa's prescription and I didn't know anything at the time what it was supposed to be. And they were like, okay, that'll be $285.
And you paid it?
And I was like, okay. And then when I got back, she's like, what are you doing? It's supposed to be $3. What are you doing?
Barry has done that for me as well. So what you want to do is use goodrx.com. That's one. And then they normally have a card. But Mark Cuban's it's called costplusdrugs.com. I actually use that for one of Barry's prescriptions.
Okay.
We saved just a ton. No membership fee, no insurance. And this is not an ad. I'm just passing along some information. Now, I didn't know this, but pharmacists cannot legally volunteer information to you about costs.
Oh, interesting.
But you can ask. But if you ask, they can say. But they can't say, oh, what if we do this?
Right.
So just a little thing that you want to pass along there. AI is here helping companies get ahead. NetSuite by Oracle connects your data for real insights and smarter decisions. If your revenues are 7 figures, get their free business guide right now, Demystifying AI, at netsuite.com/Kim. Hey, your phone number, family connections, and personal info is being bought and sold by data brokers every single day. That's why I use and recommend Incogni. Remember, they can't scam you if they can't find you. Get 60% off at privacykim.com. How about we take some phone calls?
Let's do it.
Jeff in Rapid City, South Dakota. Hello there, Jeff. Welcome. What's going on with you today?
Hi, Kim. It's great to talk with you. I've listened to you for many years.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Well, I am a college professor. I've been a college professor for several years, and I was wondering what the opportunity would be for me to use my experience and expertise to train AI and the responses it gives to questions or scenarios. And this would also help me keep my skills sharp.
So what do you teach?
Reproductive physiology and endocrinology.
Ooh, those are some big words. Okay.
What?
PE. Gym. So, Jeff, how do you feel about your students using AI?
You know, it's good and it's bad. I think it can be helpful, but if they rely on it too much, I look at it as being too much of a crutch for them. They have to be able to learn the material.
And so how do you approach a student where you look at it and it's like, this is all AI. They don't even know what they're talking about.
Usually I can ferret that out pretty easily on an exam.
Well, that would be it.
If you get a great A on a paper and then you get a 22% on the test.
Something's wrong. I wasn't, I'm sorry, I wasn't feeling good that day.
This math ain't mathing.
Oh, well, here's the thing is that, AI has closed a lot of doors, but it has opened so many doors. And, if you have a certain skill set, and especially with what you have. Now, are you also, and you have your PhD, obviously, right?
Correct. Okay. Yeah.
See, so you should be treating him with respect.
Oh, sorry, Jeff. Thanks.
Is that there are different places
with more respect than my students do.
Yeah, see, look.
That was good. So there are these places where you can go online and you can see what they're hiring, as well as companies on their sites are also looking for what we would call like AI annotators, prompt engineers, authenticators, AI ethics. And they are really looking for people that have some sort of educational background and some level of experience. And so, like, for example, I've mentioned here on the show that a friend of mine, works as a VC, I guess you'd say, partner in New York. And they actually came to him and said, we'll pay you $800 an hour if you will evaluate all of our responses about mergers and acquisitions. And then we were talking about it, he's like, I'm just giving away the playbook. Mm-hmm. Okay, do I really want to do that? I have another friend, his name's Fareem, who is he's waiting to get his assignment after medical school. And so instead of sitting around doing nothing, because he graduated from USC Medical School with a 4.4, a little overachiever.
A little bit.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Probably used AI, right, Jeff?
He did it by AI. And he's, looking at different residency opportunities, is that he's making anywhere between $80 and $90 an hour, looking at responses that AI is giving to medical questions.
But doesn't he think the same thing, that he is basically digging his own grave?
It's going to be, that's an interesting question. I think there is always going to be need for the human empathy side of medicine versus, just taking blood and things. But anyway, what's interesting about Fareem is that, again, he is a triple type A personality. Okay. And super bright. He's one of these guys that when you look at him, you can see like there's major brain cell activity going on. And so he's doing this, all day and he ends up where he's working like sometimes 18 hours a day.
Oh, wow.
And the AI actually came to him and said, Fareem, go outside, take a picture.
Go touch some grass.
And come back. So you just have to know where to apply. Dataannotation.tech is one. Mercor, that may be something that you might want to look at because they're looking for science backgrounds. That's MERCOR. Okay. Also Handshake. Centaur Labs, that's CENTAUR Labs. That's really for biomedical. So that may also be something. So there are these specialty sites that you could actually make some extra money. Are you retiring soon?
Yes. Yes.
All right, so that may be something where it could be worth more money. I mean, data annotation, and when you do get your profile set up, is that you want to make sure that you list, any publications, any type of research that you have in these various areas, because the more detailed information that you have, the more opportunities that are going to be put forth in front
And
of you.
AI is definitely going over your resume.
They are.
Of course they are.
And with the AI interviews, one of the things people are doing is they're making a mistake. Is that, see, right now, a lot of companies are doing AI interviews first. Because why wouldn't they?
Mm-hmm.
And so you're talking to an avatar. And so some people are like, they look off to the side, they're checking their phone because they're thinking like it doesn't matter. It's tracking everything.
Probably tracking it more than if it was just a person sitting on the other side of that camera.
And you do have to make sure that you look nice.
Right.
Do your hair, do your makeup, put a nice shirt on, pants optional, but
the AI is going to call you a schlub if you don't look nice.
No.
Rejected. Schlub.
Let's see. Karen in Los Angeles, welcome.
Thank you.
So tell me what you're doing with caregivers.
Well, Caregiving Daughters is a community that I started, I think back in September. And basically, there are 60 million daughters in the U.S. that are caring for their mothers, whether they're aging or sick. And once I was one of them. I use a framework of calling them heroines, that they're on a heroine's journey to support them, because it's very hard every day. And
it's very difficult.
Yes, it's very difficult emotionally, time-wise. If you have 10 minutes, even in a week, if I can somehow support one of these women, that's what I'm trying to do. And my Facebook community is growing. I don't know how. I guess word of mouth or something. But anyway, I would like to get more, spread the word more. And it's not just for women who are doing it now, the 16 million, but women who did it, and they don't know how to look at themselves. And I understand that too. So my question is, I'd like to get more on a different platform or another platform. I was thinking about Substack because they do video, and I don't want anything more than 5 to 8 minutes, and I would post it every other week or every week. Right now I post every other week on Facebook, and I don't know if a Substack video with a very brief on camera with me and then voiceovers and slides is the best use of my time and to connect with people.
Well, let's talk about this. Before we get into like which platform is the best. Okay. Yeah. My mother moved in with me when I was 27, and she passed away when she was 81 of pancreatic cancer. Okay.
Yes.
And I mean, she lived with me that whole time. I mean, I make fun of my husband on the air, but let me tell you, that guy's a saint. I mean, to live with his mother-in-law for that long. She was fabulous. And I was her primary caregiver for the last 5 years of her life. Very difficult, emotionally draining. Didn't sleep, lost a ton of weight, no support from the family, little support from the family. And you also feel, what else can I do, right?
Yes, your story is very typical. The little support from the family. The all time consuming. I was about your age, a little bit older, in my 30s when I was doing it. But most of the women are 45 or older. But it's just you get on track and you just keep going because one has to. You don't have any choice.
No, you don't have no choice. And this is your mom, right? So you're gonna do food prep, and you're gonna go see her in the morning, the afternoon, night. You're gonna check in at 2 o'clock in the morning. I mean, it's nonstop. It's complete, total role reversal. So, but I think the community's growing because there isn't a big support system for whether you are a male or a female. Because we're talking about women now, but men are in the same position too. But there isn't a huge support, and then there's a sense sometimes like there's guilt, there's What could I have been doing better? What can I do better? Then, sometimes you lose it with your mother because you're just so tired and you can't understand why she ordered 200 bottles of Ensure, and now you got to carry the 200 bottles of Ensure, and it's 100 degrees out. That was I had to do that once. I'm like, why did you order 200 bottles of Ensure? And so, but then there's also the fulfilling times, the great times, and all that, But I think if this were my mission, and I think it's a very valuable mission, is that what I would probably want to do is, and Substack is a newsletter type platform that has expanded, and you can have paid memberships. I found it limiting for my business in that I think there are better platforms for you to do this.
Also, you got to think about who you're targeting. People who are caretaking for older parents are older themselves. That generation doesn't use Substack.
Well, no, they might. There's a lot of people that are on Substack.
Right, but I would say the majority are the 18 to
I mean,
35-year-olds.
They're going to be on Facebook.
Yeah.
And so, if you're trying to do this, I would probably come up with some type of marketing plan that here's today's tip. Here's today's caregiving tip. Also some inspirational tips along the way. You got this.
But if she wants to make videos, where do you go to see a video?
YouTube.
Exactly.
So that's where I would, you want to start a YouTube channel and start doing live streaming and get interactive. And, podcasts can come with that, but there's 4 million podcasts and it's very difficult to make any money in podcasts. That's why so many of the big podcasts have just folded.
Right.
Since January. They're just like, we just give up. We just can't make money at it. With Substack, you could get into a paid newsletter environment if that's what you wanted. But I would say first build the audience and then think what you can add, what other value you could add. It could be as simple as coming up with 10 things every caregiver needs to know that they've never thought of before.
Well, I do have a form, and it's the heroine's journey. It's based off of Joseph Campbell's hero's journey, and I'm calling them that. And I do give them, this is what it looks like to be on this in stage 2. Right now you're not sure what you're doing. So I do have that. I do give that to them. I'm not into this. I'm not setting this up to make $1 at all. That's not my goal to make.
Okay,
any
but
money.
but maybe the money's not for you personally. Maybe there's a fund. There's a fund of some sort where you could provide additional tools for women who just cannot afford to do certain things. The free resources that are available as a caregiver, I think that would be something. But you're going to need to make money in order to market the product so that it can help and inform additional people.
Yeah. Even if it's not a business, it could be a nonprofit.
Yes, it could be a nonprofit. But I think YouTube channel. That's where I would go. And Karen, once you get it all set up, if you want us to take a look at it, I'd love to. And if I can have any support in this, I'm all behind it. Hey, for small businesses, every hire matters. A bad hire costs you time, money, and momentum you can't afford to lose. But a great hire, they can change everything. That's where LinkedIn Hiring Pro comes in. It screens candidates for you, so you're spending time talking to people who are actually a great fit. I know firsthand how time-consuming hiring can be. You're running a business, you're wearing so many different hats. You just don't have time to sort through hundreds of applications to spot that one right person. Now, posting a job is super easy. It's the finding, it's the connecting and screening applicants you just don't have time for. LinkedIn Hiring Pro handles it all for you, writing the job description, finding top candidates, even conducting AI-powered first interviews. So hire right the first time. Join the 2.7 million small businesses using LinkedIn to hire and get started by posting your job for free right now at linkedin.com/Kim. That's linkedin.com/Kim. Terms and conditions apply. All right, still to come, we have more of your great phone calls here on the Kim Komando Show. If you want to glow from the inside out, get your natural radiance back with Native Path Collagen. Some studies suggest collagen supplements may support bone health, tissue recovery, and overall skin and hair wellness. I take it every single morning. Right now, you can try Native Path Collagen for just a fraction of the retail price at getnativepath.com/Kim. That's getnativepath.com/Kim.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Individual results may vary.
Christina in New York City, welcome aboard. Welcome.
Hello. Great to be here. Thank you so much for having me today.
So tell us what's going on.
It's a little crazy. I saw that you were from New Jersey. That's fabulous. They were kind of neighbors before. I actually was in Arizona. I almost missed my flight, and then I was in Cabo, and I saw you just were in Cabo as well. So we're kind of traveling on the same path.
That's awesome. Are you stalking Christina?
I'm stalking her.
Kim?
I am. I mean, I'm thinking like I want to be like Christina.
And I want to be like you. A little bit. I just want to give you a little rundown. I'm sure that you've recently seen the article. It actually was reposted about 14 different sites about my company. The company's called Co-Agents, and it's built off of co-agents, and it's really about the balance between humans and technology. So I have about 30 years in technology, and about a year ago I was displaced for the fourth time during my career, and I decided to go into the closet and dust off my my consulting cape. And I felt I was very disenchanted with the way AI was being positioned. And I felt that there was an opportunity for me to bring my knowledge from large-scale Fortune 500, Fortune 100 companies and bring it into a place that was well needed. Communities, students, educators, and small, mid-sized businesses.
So, Christina, what did you do in tech for 30 years?
Across the board, it was started way back with a Commodore 64 in 1982, playing Dig Dug. But no, over the years, I actually was a consultant. I did development. I did release management. But most of my focus is in project and program and portfolio management for really large-scale tech, digital transformation, and mergers and acquisitions.
Wow. Okay. And so then now you took all that and you started consultancy.
Correct.
And how did you get your first clients?
Not easy. I think that especially in the AI space, there's got to be this element of genuineness and authenticity. And I heard you talk to a few of the callers as well, and that's a really big piece of it because AI, there's still that. I think it's changed a lot, but what you still see is a lot of this ostrich head in the sand. AI is going away. It's just a fad. And a lot of it was just being genuine and talking to folks and really understanding what are some of the problems and challenges that they have, the low-hanging fruit in which AI could be implemented at a low-risk perspective.
So you are helping companies implement it then?
I am. I'm also doing a lot of education. I actually started out with one client, which was a word of mouth, friend of a friend, and helping her as an entrepreneur start up a new business out in the Midwest. And then I was, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I mean, AI starting a business, that's just a total game changer. I mean.
Yes. It is. It takes all, basically I have a blueprint, and when you look at the old ways of doing a startup, it was double the amount of time that it takes now leveraging AI.
Now, one of my problems that I'm having with AI is that it gives me so many great ideas.
You don't have time to fulfill them all?
But no, what happens is that I take these, and I don't know if you're seeing this, Christina, is I take these, because I'll say to AI, or Claude, this sounds good. What more can I do? And it spits out like 10 different things. And two of them are really smart. Two of them are just so great. And then it says, do you want me to build a whole marketing plan around it? I'm like, sure. Okay. So it does a whole marketing plan that would probably take a human 2 weeks, maybe more, because it will analyze all the competition and everything. And then I waltz down the hall to our SVP of sales, Tracy, and I say, Tracy, can you sell this? And she looks at me and goes, oh my God, that's fabulous. And then now we have 5 minutes of the future that we're launching with CEOs.
But you started this by saying that this is a problem you have with AI. It sounds like it's working out for you.
There's only me.
Okay.
I feel the same exact way. So I joke about the fact that I have squirrel brain. If you've ever seen the movie Up, and the dog's like, squirrel.
Oh, yes, squirrel.
And every morning I say to people, it's like Christmas with 500 new gifts. And that's a bit of a challenge, and I think that's what AI is introducing is really the overwhelm, right? That you can talk to AI and say, I have this idea, and it spawns off 16 great ideas, and what do I focus on, right?
I mean, I have 2 books with editors right now. I mean, I'm like a kid in a candy store. I'm just like, and it's something, but sometimes like, oh, got to stop. Just, I got to stop. It's just, but so how do you deal with that yourself, Christina? Because maybe we can help others, including me.
Yes, absolutely. So one of the greatest things that I've been able to do is help people like me. And what I mean by that is there are people that I've crossed paths with or I previously worked with who found themselves also displaced or out of work or in between jobs. And what I've offered to them, being early on and somewhat pre-revenue, is really offer them an opportunity to work with me to start building up that AI competency. And they leverage my company. They're becoming this somewhat of a fractional contributor and advisor. And they actually keep me in place because they're not fully engulfed in the world of AI. They're still looking through it from a more, I wanted to say old school, but the pre-AI lens. So they're challenging me, right? And if I didn't have that, I think I would probably not get any sleep whatsoever. But they're challenging me and helping me put me in place. And I'm also working with these GPT tools, whether it's Chat or Claude or Copilot or Perplexity, whatever it is building that in. So when you're building out prompts, right, and prompt engineering is saying, hey, remember that I have squirrel brain. Remember that I'm going to go into 5 million directions. Yeah. So let's keep a backlog of ideas and let's score them accordingly. And remember, there's only 24 hours in the day, and there's only me, really, first and foremost, it's me, and then leaning on my advisors as well. That's the way that I have to be able to prioritize the work.
Hey, and that's really great advice. That is, because squirrel brain, if I borrow that from you, Christina, I mean, that's I think so many of us have that, and AI just feeds upon it.
Do you think you prioritize?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Not just I prioritize on getting everything done.
Yes.
Oh, dang.
Yes, there is that. Coming back down to earth, we're going to talk about your Wi-Fi router, how it can see you here on the Kim Komando Show. Hey, if your computer crashed today, what files would you lose? Your photos, your documents, your memories, everything's just gone. That's why I use Carbonite, my #1 choice for cloud backup. Get 50% off at carbonite.com/Kim. That's carbonite.com/Kim. Live a better digital life with Carbonite. All right. So as it turns out, that boring little box that blinks, the router, is that it fills your home with invisible radio waves. And so every time you move, your body blocks, bends, and bounces on those signals, like your hand throwing a shadow against a flashlight. So it can actually sense where you are located.
Did it always sense it, or did they figure out, hey, we could use this to our advantage to know where they are in the house?
They figured out a way that they can say they can use it.
Sneaks.
Of course, as the technology gets better, let's see where they really hang out and how many times they go to the bathroom with their phones. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure that you get our free newsletter over at getkim.com.